Mini.
It's no shock that my channel takes a lot of heavy inspiration from a certain iPod repair channel, or at least what was a iPod repair channel. And myself, I really like music and I really like iPods. So this video is a little bit more selfish. I'm going to take this guy apart, flash mod it, because it's currently only 4 gigabytes, and just fill it with music. But I wanted to share that process with all of you. Also, no wobbling. Tripod, moving up in the world. I didn't realize that it was fully functioning because I was planning on doing a lot of changes to it. And I think it's filled to the brim with music. There is tons and tons of music on here. Let's see, what artists do we have? Alicia Dixon, Alphabeat, Arctic Monkeys, Calvin Harris, Coldplay, Dizzy Rascal, DJ Sammy, Elton John, Fleet Foxes, Florence and... is that Florence and the Machine? Yeah? Wow. Good music on here. Oh, yeah, this was well loved. But I'm gonna now take it apart and flash mod it. So let's do that. So first things first, let's put it into hold mode. Then we need one of these. What we're gonna do with this is we're going to very gently push it in there. Pry it up. There we go. Oh, look at that goo. That's all just held on by adhesive, so you could get pretty aggressive with it. You don't want to go too aggressive because you could cut into the plastic or the metal, so if you've got a nice colored shell, you can scratch it up, but I'm not too fussed about that for reasons we'll get into in a bit. So now that we've done that one, we have to do the same to this side. Wow, that just popped off. A little bit damaged. That's okay. I can live with that. Screwdriver to pry this out. It's literally just pressure fitted in there, so you can just do that. And then once you've done that, you can kind of slide it out. I don't want to do it too hard over here, because you can see there's a little ribbon cable under there, and I don't want to damage that. So I'm just going to slide it away from that ribbon cable. Just a little bit. That I could try and... oh, there it goes. Right, next up, I'm just getting in there with my nails. Ugh, there we go. Click wheel disconnected. Let's flip it back over. 2 little screws on top here. Those are coming out. And then all I have to do is just push. And that comes out really nice and easy. There it is. That's an iPod. What I need to do is just lift the battery to the side, get myself my spudger, just bloop, pop that off, and there we go. So I want this. So let's move these guys to the side for a sec. Anyway, what I want is this from the top. So I've got to gently pry that off. Come on. Wow, there we go. This is what I want, just this little connector, because I've got a compact flash adapter, which I can put SD cards into. Which I will put 128 gigabytes. That's plenty of music. I'll put that in there. This goes in here. And then this, I don't know which way around it goes, but I'm going to try it this way first. Before anything else, put it back on the board. Make sure I've got it the right way around. Get some power going to it. And what we want to see... oh, it still thinks there's another... the other hard drive in it. Let's take the click wheel out, put the click wheel in. This is so scuffed, and let's give it a restart. So let's restore iPod. Okay. Let's try formatting the SD card. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let me try in a MacBook. It's working. 14.3 gigabytes, which is the 16 gigabyte card. But why? It kept coming up with the error 1432. It kept coming up with a different error as well. I think it was 1413. And I just tried formatting it a couple of times, and yeah, here we are. I'm gonna try it with the 128 gigabyte one. See if I can get that working. Wish me luck, I guess. While that is doing that, I don't necessarily want to use this silver. I do have a first generation Mini, which, yeah, we don't talk about this one. Opening this one is fairly similar. I just want to see if the shell and the actual metal casing, the extruded metal, is the same for both, because I wouldn't mind putting, you know, I want it green. I want all the guts in this green guy. There's no screws in it. It's almost like I've been in here before and I pull that out. There's the horrible first gen that we don't talk about. Something fell out of it. Okay. Yeah, alright. I think the internals look pretty much identical. So in theory, I can take the new one, put it in the old shell, and I can have a green iPod. Let's just make sure that I keep all the first gen stuff over here. I might even try and put this in here, in the old one, just to see if it works, because if it does, I'm keeping this music. There's some good tracks on here. He's charging. We'll leave him be. We'll see how he comes along later. Meanwhile, this one seems to have done its thing. So it should. It wants power. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Come on. Come on. Come on. I saw it. I saw it for a second. I don't care. I'm gonna disconnect. Yes. Moment of truth. Settings. About. Wow. That is 116 gigabytes. Obviously, the other 8 odd gigabytes that were on there is just being held by the system. I guess. I don't know. That's a lot of music that I can fit on here. So, yeah, I guess just time to fill it up. And, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Lock it back in place. The click wheel out. Pop this off. Put our protective little rubber on there. Then this slides in there. Right, and it just goes in. It just plays ball first time. And it doesn't snap any of the components off, so that would be silly. There we go. He's waking up. He's waking up. Wake up, it's your time. All right. He's a little bit sad at the moment. We'll let him be. Let's just make sure before we put everything back together that it does still turn on and look happy. Yeah, that looks pretty happy to me. Fantastic. Put the cable back in. This goes back in here. It's got a little slits that it wants to fall into naturally. This goes like this. There we go. Make sure the hold switch is in the right place. And that should just sit nicely. I said nicely. For a second there, had me thinking that the click wheel wasn't working. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then you get one of these things that came with the one that I bought. You can slide that in there, and that just onto the back, and you got a protected iPod. And just to confirm, you can't even see it because of the backlight. This case is horrible. Yeah, 116 gigabytes. So I'm gonna fill that with music, and I got myself a nice little iPod. I think this guy's just sad. Like I said, I just ruined this iPod. It is died a death. That's it. Thank you very much for watching my little selfish passion project. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. And if you don't, also let me know. I won't listen to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.